Hi everyone, this is Illico from masterworldofwarcraft.com with a demonstration of Zygors in-game leveling guide. Today we're demonstrating the Horde side of the leveling guide. We've created a brand new Horde character, an undead warrior. You can see here 3 minutes 55 seconds of playing time. If we go up towards the mini-map, we can click open Zygor guide and see what it has to offer. So we have Zygors guide, full detail on all the steps of how to get through in this section from 1 to 13. So we can see through here 131 very quick steps to go from levels 1 to 13. If we click open on the drop down box, if you were to purchase this guide or to get access to this guide and you've already got a character that's say at level 30 or level 45 or 50, you can immediately jump down to those areas or those sections and start in and take up the guide wherever you start from. So this isn't just for brand new characters. If we're starting back here at level 1, you can see our first task is simply to go outside the crypt. If you're unsure of exactly how to do that, it's very easy to skip forward, and you can see that we've now got this little green arrow that gives us an indication firstly of how close we are to our objective and how far away we are down here. If we run outside to see our first objective, we can accept our first quest here, Rude Awakening. So let's run outside. Okay guys, we've accepted our first quest. A couple of things to take note here is that the arrow that was green has now turned a yellow-orange colour. This indicates how far away we are from our quest. We can see we're 193 yards, and if we start moving, we can see that we've given a time here based on how quickly we're moving along, how long it will take us to get to that objective. If we just stop there for a moment and we press go into the map, we can see here that we've got our highlight here. We do have all the highlights for this section, and you can turn that off, but so let's just go back and quickly do that. We jump back into our map. You can see all those other dots have gone there, but the one we're after here for this step is to talk to Shadow Priest Zygors. You can see a very good tip, standing inside the church. This is really useful if you're unsure of whereabouts a character is or an NPC is or an objective is. It actually gives you almost pinpoint accuracy to complete that quest or that particular task in that quest. So let's continue to run through to see Zygors. While we're doing that, you can also just note that you can minimize this guide so it doesn't take up your entire HUD space. You don't want it taking up entire space. You can also close it, to make sure you've got maximum viewing room. Click it open again, and here we are now, coming up to turn in our quest and accept a new one from Zygors. So now we've been given a new quest. We can see again the arrow's been updated. Importantly, the guide itself, once you accept, complete and moves through the objectives, it automatically skips down to the next task that you have to complete. So very handy to go through. All you need to do is follow this arrow to complete your quests. So I'm going to go ahead and complete this quest, and I'll see you in a moment. Alright, so we're back again. We're just about to complete our first quest here. Just one thing I want to make note of, that while you do have your standard quest updates here, that the Zygor guide also gives you your quest update as part of its guide. You can see we've got one mindless zombie and one wretched zombie to go, so let's go ahead and knock those guys off. Okay, just got the wretched zombie to go. Of course, when you want a wretched zombie, you can't. You can never seem to find one. Always seems to be the way. Okay, so after that has been completed, we can see that we've already jumped down from that task to another instruction, and it's grind to level 3 if you're not level 3 already. So we've got a little bit way to go. We're only halfway through level 2, so we need to do a bit of grinding, only killing these rattle cage skeletons, wretched zombies and such things until we are. We can then see that we're being instructed on number 7, task 7, to go and kill rattle cage skeletons around this area and get 3 rattle cage skulls. Once we've completed that, to go back to Zygors and hand those in. Now, the reason we're being instructed to do that is that that's the quickest way to level up, is to go and do as many quests as you can before you have to run back and hand those quests in. So that's one of the great things about Zygors Guide, is that John Cook has spent a lot of time ensuring that the quickest levels, the quickest way to complete quests are done in the right order, so that you get from level 1 to level 80 as quickly as possible. So we're just going to pause it there, and we're going to go and have a look at Zygors members area, so you can see what other additional benefits you get out of this great guide. Okay, so here we are in Zygor Guide. We're in the members area here, and we can see that we have access to the Horde leveling guide 1 to 80 here. The installation instructions, which are very detailed. We can also go and add the Alliance leveling guide if we want as well. I unfortunately, or actually fortunately, don't play Alliance, so I don't really have any need for that guide. But I always use Zygors Guide as one of my tools to get from level 1 to 80 as quickly as I can for all of my characters. Some bonus materials in the Zygor Guide is a great Death Knight player's guide for the new Wrath of the Lich King expansion, Inscription leveling guide, which is also part of the Wrath of the Lich King expansion. So two very great bonus materials there. Also a talent builds guide for all of your talent requests and your talent structures and specifications, and another Drake guide. We can see that coming soon over here that Zygor is constantly updating his Zyd, and it's very well worth the investment, particularly if you want to take getting your character from level 1 to 80 seriously, or if you're struggling to level your characters and looking for the best way to do it. So the Zygor Guide, highly recommended. I hope you check it out. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope you found it useful. Again, this is Illico. If you want more information about Zygors Guide or other guides on how you can make the most of World of Warcraft, you can check us out at www.masterworldofwarcraft.com.